Maybe I can stand on him. There we go. I'm balancing on this. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pro Tips, and today I'm going to be talking about weapons and robots. So which should you upgrade first, weapons or robots? Before I get into my explanation here, I'm going to share with you a bit of a backstory, and I think this is really important, so definitely pay careful attention to this. I started the game back in 2014, so more than 6 years ago. When I started, I was also facing maxed out players. I did not have a maxed out account by any means, okay? I was running lower level robots and weapons, and I was getting vaporized by these maxed out players. Now, my thinking at the time was, okay, I'm going to level up my robots so that it's higher level and I can survive longer against these maxed out players. There were two flaws with this. The first mistake is that, these players, they were maxed out both with weapons and robots, so they were going to do a lot of damage to me anyways. The second mistake is that I was actually providing more silver to them. What do I mean by this? Well, if my robots have more health and they are able to take it out, they're going to actually end up doing more damage, and as a result, they're going to get more silver from that. So they're going to be able to, upgrade a lot faster than me. So how could I kind of change this? What I started to do was I started to level up my weapons to the point where it was actually 2 levels higher than my robots. And, when it got to about level 10, at the time, a maxed out weapon was level 12, I guess equivalent to, MK1 level 12. Or if you're going to be looking at MK2, that kind of category, it would be MK2 level 10. Okay, so it was almost maxed out. And I noticed when it was at level 10, I was doing more damage to them, and I could tell that, they were more hesitant when it came to engaging. So I knew that at the time I had to focus on weapons. So that's what I wanted to focus on today. When you level up your robots and weapons, always make sure that you level up your weapons at least 2 levels higher than your robot. Now, I'm going to demonstrate this in today's video by using my baby account. And the reason why I want to use this account is because, first of all, it's not maxed out. Second of all, I'm going to be playing against players that have equipment much higher level than my own. Okay, so let's take a look at this baby account here. This account has robots at level 6, and my weapons kind of vary from level 9 to 10. Okay, so you want to make sure that your weapons are at least 2 levels higher. And the reason why I'm going to do this, and quite often, players ask me, are you going to be leveling up your robots? I'm going to tell you my thinking behind this. Okay, so I don't want to give silver to these players that have higher level robots and weapons than me. I want to actually extract as much damage from them as possible. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to run low level robots, okay, so that they don't take as much damage from me. And I'm going to maximize my damage by running higher level weapons so that I extract as much silver or damage from the high level robots. So hopefully you guys can see where I'm going with this. And you're going to notice even my Arthur. Okay, so we take a look at my Arthur. You can see what I'm, focusing on here. So with my Arthur, you're going to notice like the hull, the core, and the engine is all level 10. It's not a very high level Arthur. But if you take a look at my weapons, so weapons tend to be maxed out at level 25. I'm kind of working my weapons towards level 15 on the retaliators, and that's pretty close to level 25. Okay, so I'm leveling up the weapons and the modules in order to output as much damage as possible so I can extract as much damage from these maxed out titans. So I'm kind of hoping that you guys can see why I say to level up your weapons over your robots first. But, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to kind of showcase or demonstrate it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. But before I get rolling with some games here, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and make sure to turn on all channel notifications so that you don't miss a Pro Tips video. And also, if you enjoyed this video or you have found it to help you, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And having said that, let's hop into the first game. Okay, so we've just dropped in on Carrier Map, and I have started with my Phantom first. It looks like these guys might be charging into center here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. This way we can get this beacon quickly. I don't mind sacrificing my bot in this case. I just got hit with a Typhon, so I wasn't able to activate like my ability. Probably focus down this Raker here so he can't suppress us. Gotta watch out for this guy there too. Looks like we have the center beacon. I'm just looking back to see what's going on back there because I do see a red player. Okay, I'm gonna move on over to this right side because quite often players tend to overreact and they all go to that end, and then there's no one here to protect this side. Okay, so let's just see the distances. 600. The reason why I'm checking for distances is because if it's 350, that player might have a Scorpion. Okay, so let me just see which... This guy I think is in a Typhon. Okay, so we have a player moving to center, this Nightingale. I'm gonna stay on this beacon just in case. We have to follow him because he might end up going for this back beacon. So let's go ahead, flame him up. There we go. And not sure what this player is in here. He is taking quite a bit of damage. What I want to do is actually attack on this left flank. Okay, so this guy looks like he might be an invader. Yeah, that looked like an invader. Okay, let's move this way. What is this guy in? Fenrir. Okay. Let's just heal up a bit so I can inflict more damage on this player. And this is where, you know, having leveled up weapons makes a huge difference. Sometimes you don't have much time to dish out damage to the enemy, but if your weapons are higher level, you're going to be able to do that. Whoa, did you guys see what was happening to my screen? It was like flashing. Okay, so we have a couple of players in the tunnel here. I'm going to... I actually want to drop in over here. This player's being very sneaky. So, oh, he got taken out. That's a pity. Okay, so I'm going to drop in on this side. I actually wanted to drop in behind them, you know, with the leech, so I could inflict that damage while they were looking in this direction, but that player unfortunately did not get that beacon. Okay, so let's go into flight. Maybe I can lock this guy down. Maybe this one here too. He's got some crazy healing chips on there. And thankfully my teammate was able to take him out. We have another player getting really sneaky here in center. There's also a Scorpion. This guy's going to be attacking me here soon. So you see what I'm doing? I'm moving back. Let's try to lock him down, and maybe I can attack him. If I can take this guy out before he attacks me, that would be ideal. Yeah, so he had to attack one of my teammates there because otherwise I would have killed him. And what do we have at center? Couple of players here. Oh, you know what? These guys are all in the tunnel there. So I'm going to drop in actually with my leech. Because I figured, you know what? If I can get into the tunnel there, I could actually do quite a bit of damage. Let's just heal up here. Let's go for this guy. I might still be able to get him. Yep. Man, my weapons were popping off. I didn't even know what was hitting me. These guys are making a push there on that end. Okay, so I have to be careful here. We have to drop in. This Loki, I'm going to push him back because we obviously do not want him, capturing our beacon here. I saw on the mini-map there was a red player. There we go. Okay, so we are winning on the beacon bar, but we might actually be running out of players here. We have a Scorpion there. Another Titan. So just remember, if you have leveled up weapons, you are going to do a lot of damage to a maxed out Titan. And this is where you can get all your damage in. So this is a really important thing to focus on. Let's take that guy out. These guys, I think they're going to make their way into... Okay, so we have an Hallman back there. I wonder if I can target him. He is kind of within range. Trying to see if I can shred him up. Because it looks like a weaker Hallman. Let's focus on this guy next. I'm just taking a look around in case these guys are sneaking by. Getting our beacons here. Let's just move this way. Take out that Aljung. Yep, we have to watch out that one player there on the right side. This guy's gone into phase shift, but I don't think he's going to be able to get that. We got to take him out before he's able to do that. There we go, rampage. Okay, so I'm going to move on over to this beacon quickly. We have a Hawk. So I'm going to use this shield. And if things get bad, I can always switch to the other one. This guy's going to go into a flight. I'm going to focus on that Ming. He's taking on a lot of damage. I might even kill him. Yep, we killed him. And that's going to be it. I actually thought we had more time, but we're going to take a look to see how, I did here in terms of this game and overall damage. And also, what my opponents were running, if they were running robots higher than level 6. Okay, so I ended up doing 2.3 million in this game. 8 kills, 5 beacons. And this is how I stacked up. Okay, so we had a couple of players here. This guy is actually from Android side. So let's take a look at his hangar. Just keep in mind that, I'm running level 6 robots here. So I was able to actually do quite a bit of damage. I do realize a lot of that damage was done with my, Arthur. This guy's Arthur is actually higher level than mine. You can see there. And notice how he has level 9 robots, level 10, MK2 level 6. Another thing you're going to notice in this case here, and also in this case and this case, all his weapons are lower level than his robot. So we're going to take a look at, the damage. So do you see the difference in damage? Okay. And what about this guy here? Let's take a look at this guy's, his hangar. And you can see this player, MK2. So I'm outscoring many of these players, even though they have higher level robots than I do. And if you take a look at, for example, this guy's hangar, you're going to notice the same thing. Although I think he is working on certain weapons, MK2ing it, many of his robots are, higher level than his weapons. Similar to what I mentioned, to my story when I first started playing this game. That was my initial thought. Level up my robot, and maybe the enemy, they won't do so much damage, or at least it allows me to get my damage in. But as you can see, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so here we go. Once again, you can see the difference in damage. That's quite significant. But anyways, what I'm going to do here is we're going to jump into another game. And I'm kind of hoping that I run into some Champion League players with more leveled up equipment. Because in order for me to do high damage, I need to be hitting robots that have a lot of health and are leveled up, because without that I can't get that high damage. And I'll see you guys in game number 2. Okay, so we've just dropped in on carrier map, and I have started with my Phantom first. We have a player in center here. I'm trying to move forward just in case. Gonna try to get... Oh, he went into a phase shift. Let's just get out of there, because obviously they have an invader that's going to be moving into center here. Maybe we can take this guy out, make it more costly for them. There we go. I'm gonna run back into a center here. We have a we gotta watch out for this Mercury. Let's try to take out the Scorpion here as well. I think this is where you're gonna really notice the difference when you have leveled up weapons, because you don't need to be out in the open for very long in order to dish out that damage. This guy was actually taking on quite a bit of damage, and this is kind of what I did, you know, with a level 6 robot. That was quite a bit of damage. We need to get rid of this guy here. So I'm gonna stay on this beacon just so that we have it. There we go. Okay. Now, I have to be careful of Scorpions here, because I know they had a couple of Scorpions earlier. Let's try to lock that player down. Trying to get that damage in there. And let's just retreat. So, uh-oh, wait, we have a Loki here. We gotta watch out for this Loki. This guy's being, he's being really sneaky here. Can you see what's happening? And he's gonna go down to the bottom. So I'm gonna stay on this beacon. We gotta watch out, because on the other side, he's gonna go that way. Uh-oh. He's gonna get this beacon here. Okay, maybe not, because my teammate is there. I'm just not sure if he realizes there's a Loki here. But you know what we have to be careful of? These guys are pushing into center, and my teammates are dropping in over there. So I'm actually going to attack here, because I need to get rid of this bot. I need to get rid of that Loki. So I'm going to make a sacrifice here. My Aljung. I think we're losing that beacon back there. I'm just looking. Let's try to get this guy here. Might even be able to kill him, actually. Almost. So you can see what's happening here. I wonder if I can drop in. Get rid of this guy. There we go. Okay, so the red team is probably going to be dropping in with their Titans pretty soon here, because we're at about the 6-minute mark. Usually around about this time is when the other team starts dropping in with Titans. Let's take that guy out. This guy as well. And there we go. So we have a Titan here. Let's engage this guy. We have to watch the right side. We're giving up that beacon. What's going on? We have a Scorpion here as well. He's going to be teleporting. Let's try to get close enough. Let's do that. Take out that guy. Focus on the Scorpion. There we go. Another Arthur. Okay. This is going to get kind of tricky with all these Arthurs here. I'm not sure how we're going to get into that center. Okay, let's focus on this guy here first. His shield is gone. That's good. Trying to take out that Aljung. There we go. Okay, I don't want to attack the center just yet. I also think this guy is going to be attacking here. So we are going to have to deal with this guy first. He forgot to close his front doors. I think he closed it now, but it's too late. Let's focus on this Aljung. You know what? I can actually hit him. You see that? And no. Get him quick. There we go. Okay, so I think it's time to push. The other Arthur is moving in. This is perfect. Let's target these guys. This Arthur as well. I'm trying to help him out here. Getting rid of his flank. I think we should get rid of this guy here first. He's attacking me. Maybe I can stand on him. There we go. I'm balancing on this guy. Come on. He's almost dead. There we go. Perfect. Now I can use this as cover. And we can target this guy. He's actually almost out. Someone needs to take him out quickly. Come on. Come on. Reload. 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 Ah. There we go. We have a couple more players here. But we need... I wonder if we can get into that center. We only have 3 players left. There's someone moving to this side as well. What is this guy in? I think this is a Loki or something. Let's just... I'm going to fire against the wall. You can see he's kind of frozen up. So my rockets are hitting him. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to win this though. Because it looks like they have more players than we do. Trying to line my rockets up with him. We have to watch that other side. He's dragging us away. Who's Yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna do this. You know what? I'm gonna save my rockets. We're gonna make an attack here on this guy. Because it's 4 versus 4, and if we don't make an attack here soon, if I don't get this beacon, this is gonna be bad. So I'm gonna fire everything at this guy. Flames and all. Get him all the way down. And this is where, you know, having those weapons leveled up is gonna make a huge difference. We are losing another beacon somewhere. Is that guy still back there? He is. Okay, so let me drop in here with my Ravana. We need to get this beacon, guys. Man, this game is close, but I think we're gonna lose it. Yeah, there's no one over here to take care of him. This Loki might have won it for them. Okay, so I got this beacon, but we need another beacon fast. I'm trying to deal with this. Oh, you know what? That wasn't a Loki. That was a Fenrir. He must have dropped in there because they had the ability to drop in at that beacon. Okay, so I don't think we're going to win this. I actually want to move to center to capture this beacon. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this. Trying to do this all alone here. Okay, there we go. This guy's almost out. Let's take him out. Ah! Was not able to take out that Arthur. So very well played to the red team. We're going to take a look at, you know, how I was able to do here in this game in terms of damage. Okay, so I ended up doing 2.8, almost 2.9, 6 kills, 8 beacons in that game. And this is how I did in terms of the scores. And what I'm looking at is who is the second highest damage dealing player on my team, which is this guy here. Now, this guy's actually an expert too. I'm kind of wondering, you know, is his robot levels higher than level 6? So we're going to take a look at that right now. And he has almost 5,000 victories. And it is. Okay, so level 11, 9, 9, 11, 9. He has some MK2. And what I'm also noticing, he has... I mean, this is a really weird combo here, but his weapon levels are not higher than his robot levels. Okay, this one here, this one, and this one over here. So this might be what is holding him back in terms of overall damage. Let's take a look at the red team here. This guy, I can't take a look at his profile because he's on another platform. This guy over here, he's actually an expert too. He has only 740 victories, and his robots are also higher level than mine. Okay, so I think one reason why this player actually scored as much as he did is because he has advanced repair on some of the, his robots, and also the Wayland. Now, for the players out there who don't know this, one way to boost up your damage scores is to use tanky bots, to use healing along with that, healing bots, or in the case of Titans, the Nodens. Healing counts towards your damage, but if you score, say, 4 million damage, and only 3 million is actual damage, 1 million is healing, it's going to show your max damage as 3 million. So if you didn't know that, and you are kind of curious as to whether it's a bug or not, it's not a bug, that's just how the game is. Okay, and what about this other player here? I'm kind of curious about this guy's hanger. So this guy is in... I wonder if he's in Expert 2 as well. So he's in... Oh, he's actually a Master. He has more victories than I do as well. And as you can see, his robot levels are higher than my level 6. Even his Arthur is higher level. He has 2 Scorpions as well. Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to show you today. As far as, why you need to focus on weapons. If you are going to be facing, higher level players, not necessarily MK2, but you can see in this case, I was facing players who had higher level robots than me. In order for me to extract that damage from them, I need higher level weapons. And you can definitely see it from the scores here. Okay, so this is what allowed me to get that score. And if I'm playing against maxed out players, the chances of me actually getting a higher score is pretty high, because remember, their bots have more health to give me, and in order for me to take that health from them, I need leveled up weapons. So I'm hoping this was able to kind of explain my thinking, and why I always say to level up your weapons more than your robots. I'm hoping this was able to explain that. And I think that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, or if you learned something from it, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.
You got me down in my worst